Hi, I'm Jerry Lotz, and welcome to episode 8, where I'll share a little bit more about what I do and invite you to do the same so we may learn how we might help each other. In my last episode, I promised I'd share a couple more details about what goes into these pre analysis reports. I mentioned that the pre analysis report is usually about an 8-page document, but the bulk of it is really the financial highlights and the estimates of tax savings and also our cost for doing that particular project. Before I get into the nitty gritty about that, I'd really be remiss if I didn't share a little story. A lot of you know that I spent a number of years in the medical sales career. And for a lot of those years, I worked for a company called McKesson. So this happened about 15 years ago, and I can remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting in a sales meeting with about 8 or 10 of my associates. It was about quarter to 12. Everybody's stomachs growling. We're hungry. We could smell the lunch on the other side of the wall. And the VPS is just writing and writing and writing on the wall. And we were just fit to be tied. So any one of you that is watching this that remembers a guy named Pete Green with McKesson will certainly attest to this statement that he was a legend in his own time. Pete was a great guy, but you never knew what he was going to do or say next. He always kept you on your toes, but just a prince of a guy. So Pete's up there writing on the wall. All of a sudden, he turns around and looks at all of us in the room and says, "You know what? You don't know what you don't know." So we all turn around, look at each other, and say, "What the heck is he talking about? You don't know what you don't know." Here it is, quarter to 12. Our food's out there. We're hungry. Where is he going with this? He turns back around and he says, "You know what? You don't know what you don't know." Finally, there was silence in the room. All of us got it. He was 300% right. Thinking about that statement, you don't know what you don't know, I use that always in my dealings with building owners and tax professionals because it's 300% true. Unless you actually allow us to run the numbers on a particular building, the owner, the tax professional, the advisor, whoever, none of us have an idea of what kind of potential tax savings is available in that property. So I encourage you to please allow us to run that free estimate so we can find out what we don't know. Whether a building's newly bought, newly built, even if it's been owned for a number of years, there's a darn good chance we can find tax savings. Next episode, I'll finish up with the pre-analysis, share a little bit about the engagement process, and actually move a little bit into the engineering-based process. Thank you so much for watching. I'd like to invite you to share some things about yourself so we can learn how we might help each other. In closing, be safe, be well, and blessings till we meet again.